Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to finish that second module, that is the contracts of indemnity and guarantee. Under the contracts of indemnity and guarantee, what all are the things? What is a contract of indemnity? What is a contract of guarantee and its essential parts? And also, who are the parties with regard to? Yesterday we discussed with this, what are the different types of, or what is the difference between a contract of indemnity and a contract of guarantee? That is yesterday we see. Then what are the essentials with regard to a contract of guarantee? Then what are the types of contracts of guarantee, and what are the rights with regard to a surety? That is, the rights with regard to a surety is against the creditor, against the principal debtor, as well as against the who is the outsider or the third party itself. So we will see what all are that. Then yesterday we see the rights against the who, the principal debtor, rights against a creditor, and also there is rights against a co-surety. So what are the rights with regard to the co-sureties? So when a debt is guaranteed by two or more sureties, ഒന്നോ അതിലധികമോ ആൾക്കാര് ഗ്യാരണ്ടി ചെയ്തതാണെങ്കിൽ they are called the co-sureties. രണ്ടോ അതിൽ കൂടുതലോ ആൾക്കാര് they are guaranteed against that debt. ആ ഒരു കടത്തിന് രണ്ടോ അതിൽ കൂടുതലോ ആൾക്കാര് എന്ത് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുകയാണ്? That is guaranteed. Then in such a case, co-sureties. So under that there are some clauses. Co-sureties liable to contribute equally. Equal ആയിട്ട് contribution നടത്താം. When there are two or more co-sureties for the same debt or duty, and the principal debtor makes a default, the co-sureties, in the absence of any contract to the contrary, liable to contribute equally to the extent of the default. For example, S1, S2 and S3 are sureties to C for the sum of rupees 3,000 lent to P. So what are there? S1, S2, S3 are the co-sureties, that is agreeing to pay a sum to C for the sum of 3,000 lent to P. So P makes a default in payment, and S1, S2 and S3 are liable as to pay 1,000 each. 1000 co-surety equally to be distributed. Clear? So when the guarantee of a debt, that is to be by two or more sureties, ആരെങ്കിലും എഗ്രി ചെയ്ത് കൊടുക്കാമെന്ന് ഏറ്റിരിക്കുന്നവരാണെങ്കിൽ രണ്ടോ അതിൽ കൂടുതലോ ആൾക്കാരുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ that is called a co-surety. ആ co-suretyക്കകത്ത് it may be contribute equally. Equal ആയിട്ട് contribution നടക്കുന്നു. So when there are two or more sureties or two or more co-sureties for the same debt or duty, and the principal debtor makes a default, on behalf of the P, our example, on behalf of the P, this S1, S2 and S3 supposed to pay P to C 3,000, they need to pay 1,000 each to C, due to the default made by P. Yes. So P makes a default, and therefore S1, S2 and S3 are liable as between themselves to pay 1,000 each. So that is co-sureties that is liable to contribute equally. Equal share contribution. Liability of the co-surety is bound in different sums. വ്യത്യസ്തമായ അമൗണ്ടുകൾ. Where the co-sureties have agreed to guarantee different sums, they have to contribute equally subject to the maximum amount guaranteed by each one. ഓരോരുത്തരും കൊടുത്തിരിക്കുന്നതായ they have to contribute equally subject to the maximum amount guaranteed. എത്രയാണ് അവർ കൂടുതലായിട്ട് എഗ്രി ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്, ഗ്യാരണ്ടി ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്, ആ എമൗണ്ട് equally to be shared. So that is liability of the co-sureties that is bound in different sums. Where the co-sureties have agreed to guarantee different sums, they have to contribute equally subject to the maximum amount guaranteed by each one. So that, for example, A, B and C are sureties for a debt by D to E. So A is there, B is there, C is there for a debt. ഏതോ ഒരു കടം D, E ക്ക് കൊടുക്കാനുള്ളത് co-sureties A, B, C ആണ്. So here in this way, A, B, C together, what is that? Co-surety, that is D to E, something need to pay. So on behalf of D, these three persons need to pay to E. So in what way? A undertakes to be liable for 10,000, B for 20,000 and C for 40,000. So 10, 20, 40. ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് അവരുടെ contribution. D makes a default to the extent of 30,000. So D എന്ത് ചെയ്തു? D ആണ് ആർക്ക് കൊടുക്കേണ്ടത്? D supposed to pay to E. E is another person. So instead of D default to make a payment. So what is this? A, B and C each liable to pay 10,000 because 30,000 രൂപയാണ് എന്ത് ഫെയിലിയർ ആക്കിയത്? D ഫെയിലിയർ ആക്കിയത്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പൊ ആ ഇതില് 10,000 മൂന്ന് പേര് വെച്ച് എന്ത് കൊടുക്കണം? ആർക്ക് കൊടുക്കണം? ഇക്ക് ആര് കൊടുക്കണം? എയും ബിയും സിയും കൂടെ. So in this example, if the sum defaulted by D is 40,000, A shall be liable to pay 10,000, B and C 15,000 each. അതായത് ഇപ്പൊ 40,000 ആണ് എന്ത് കൊടുക്കാനുള്ളത് എങ്കിൽ suppose D makes a default for 40,000, then 10,000 to be paid to by whom? A, B 15,000, C also 15,000. In that way it is to be contributed. അപ്പൊ ആദ്യം പറഞ്ഞത് ഈക്വൽ ആയിട്ട് കോൺട്രിബ്യൂഷൻ നടത്തുന്നു, പിന്നെ അവർ കോൺട്രിബ്യൂഷൻ അല്ല ഈക്വൽ ആയിട്ട് പേയ്മെന്റ് നടത്തുന്നു, അല്ലെ ഗ്യാരണ്ടി എമൗണ്ട് പേ ചെയ്യുന്നു, ലയബിൾ ടു പേ. Then next, in case the second one is what? രണ്ടാമത്തെ എന്തായിരുന്നു? അവരുടെ ഈക്വൽ കോൺട്രിബ്യൂഷൻ. So liability of the co-surety is bound in different sums. വ്യത്യസ്തമായ എമൗണ്ടുകൾ. ഇപ്പൊ എ 10,000 കൊടുത്താൽ മതി. ഈ ഒരു എക്സാമ്പിളില് എയും ബിയും സിയും 10, 20, 40 ആണ് അവരുടെ എമൗണ്ട് ലയബിൾ ടു പേ എന്ന് വെച്ചു. അതിൽ 30,000 ബി എന്ത് ചെയ്തു? 30,000 ഡി കൊടുക്കാൻ വിട്ടുപോയി, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡി ഇക്ക് കൊടുക്കേണ്ടത് 30,000, അത് ഫെയിൽസ് ടു പേ. Then A, B, C both equally 10,000 need to pay, isn't it? To E. Suppose 40,000 need to pay, then 10 is from A, then 15 and 15 from B and C. That is different sums to be contributed to the guaranteed amount. That is equal to the guaranteed amount. So first case, equally distribution. Second case, co-surety is bound in different sums. And the third is release of a co-surety. Means what? Liable, free from discharge from the liability. ഒരു co-surety ലയബിലിറ്റിയെ ഇല്ലാതാക്കാനായിട്ട് നോക്കുന്നു. Where there are co-sureties, a release by the creditor of one of them does not discharge the others, neither does it free the surety so released from his liability to other sureties. അതായത് co-sureties ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ a release by any one of the creditor, any one of them does not discharge the others. ഒരാളെ മാറ്റിയാല് മറ്റുള്ളവരുടെ മാറും എന്ന് കരുതണ്ട. കാരണം neither does it free the surety so released from his liability to the other sureties. മറ്റു സ്യൂരിറ്റിയുടെ ലയബിലിറ്റി അപ്പോൾ ആഡപ്പ് ആകും എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഈ സ്യൂരിറ്റിയെ നമ്മൾ ഒഴിവാക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ എമൗണ്ട് എത്രയാ? ഇതല്ലേ കൂടുതലായിട്ടുള്ള എമൗണ്ട് ആണെങ്കിൽ that is to be added up to the other securities or other sureties. So that is the release of a co-surety. So this is the what is the right against co-surety. So co-sureties are who are those people? That is when a debt is guaranteed by two or more sureties, they are called co-sureties. Then it may be contribute equally. They may contribute equally. 10,000 വെച്ച് 30,000 കൊടുക്കണമെങ്കിൽ 10,000 വെച്ച് 3 ഡിഫോൾട്ട് വരുത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ 10,000 വെച്ച് 3 പേര് ആ വ്യക്തിക്ക് കൊടുക്കണം. അതാണ് ഈക്വലി ഡിസ്ട്രിബ്യൂഷൻ. പിന്നെ വ്യത്യസ്തമായ എമൗണ്ട് ഡിസ്ട്രിബ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. That is liability of the co-surety is bound in different sums. The next is releasing of the co-surety. Releasing, അവരെ ഒഴിവാക്കുക. Discharge from the duty. So this is the right against co-surety. So three rights are there. Surety right ആണ് against the principal debtor, against the creditor and against the co-surety. Next is discharge of a surety. What is meant by a discharge of a surety? A surety is said to be discharged. Discharge of duty എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ liability to be end or cease to exist. അതാണ് ഡിസ്ചാർജ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നതിന്റെ മീനിങ്. So discharge of a contract നമ്മൾ പഠിച്ചതല്ലേ അപ്പോൾ അതുപോലെ തന്നെ discharge of surety. So its liability ceased to exist. So that is, a surety is said to be discharged when his liability comes to an end. Therefore, liability of a surety comes to an end in the following circumstances. One is discharged by revocation. That is, revocation or cancellation. So discharged by revocation. First case is that by revocation. Second case is by conduct of the creditor. Conduct of the creditor. Conduct of the creditor. And next we will see what is there or not. So discharge by revocation. But discharge എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ liability cease to exist or comes to an end. ബാധ്യത ഇല്ലാതാകുക. Then discharge by revocation in the sense revocation by giving a notice and revocation at the time of death. So due to the notice given and also to the death of the surety. So what is that? Discharge by revocation by giving a notice. A continuing guarantee can be revoked as regards future transaction by giving a notice to the creditor. Such a specific guarantee cannot be revoked if the liability has already incurred. ബാധ്യത നിലനിൽക്കുന്നുവെങ്കിൽ അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഒരു കേസിൽ ഒരു നോട്ടീസ് കൊണ്ട് എന്ത് പറ്റില്ല, it cannot be revoked. So that is revocation by giving a notice. Next is revocation by death. The death of a surety operates as a termination of the continuing guarantee as to the future transaction, but with respect to the past transaction, the legal representative shall be responsible. അത് നേരത്തെ നമ്മൾ കണ്ടതാണ്, surety-യുടെ റൈറ്റിനകത്തുള്ളതാണ്. That is, death of a surety operates as a termination of the continuing guarantee as to regard with the future transaction. ഭാവിയിലേക്കുള്ള എന്തെങ്കിലും ഇടപാടുകൾ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ it cannot be done, but the past transaction, that is still valid. Still valid. അതാണ്. So that is, the legal representative will take care of that. അതാണ് നിയമപരമായിട്ട് ആരാണോ ഉള്ളത് അവർ അതിന്റെ വർക്ക് ചെയ്തോളും. So that is discharged by revocation by giving a notice and at the time of the death. So giving a notice നാത്ത് എന്നാ പറഞ്ഞേ, ഒരു ക്രെഡിറ്റർക്ക് ഒരു നോട്ടീസ് കൊടുക്കുക, പക്ഷേ അത് ഫ്യൂച്ചർ ട്രാൻസാക്ഷനെ അഫക്ട് ചെയ്യും. ഓക്കെ, ഫ്യൂച്ചർ ട്രാൻസാക്ഷന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. ഓക്കെ, specific guarantee cannot be revoked if the liability has already incurred. By revocation by death, the death of a surety operates as a termination of the continuing guarantee as to the future transaction, while the past transaction, with respect to the past transaction, the legal representative of the surety can handle that one or shall be responsible. Next, discharge of surety by the conduct of the creditor. So one is variation in the terms. അതിനകത്തെ ഐറ്റംസിനകത്ത് ചേഞ്ചസ് വരിക, ഓൾട്ടറേഷൻ നടത്തുക. രണ്ടാമത്തെ റിലീസ് ഓഫ് ഡിസ്ചാർജ് ഓഫ് പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ ഡെറ്റർ. Principal debtor. So variation in terms of contract. If the terms of a contract between the principal debtor and the creditors are varied without the consent of the surety, means alteration should be done there. Without the consent of the surety, then surety is discharged from liability as to a transaction made after the variance. ആ ചേഞ്ചസ് നടത്തിയതിനു ശേഷം surety will not be responsible for any such liabilities. അങ്ങനെയുള്ള liability അല്ലെ ട്രാൻസാക്ഷന് he is not responsible, because without the consent of the surety this is done. The principal debtor and the creditor violates or variance is made with regard to the contract, terms of the contract, without the consent of the surety. So in such a case, surety is discharged or he will not be liable for the further things. So that is variation in the terms of the contract. Clear? Variation, changes. Then B, release or discharge of principal debtor. What is that? The surety may be discharged in two different modes by the provision of section 134. Firstly, if the creditor and the principal debtor enter into a contract whereby the latter is released, the consequence would be the release of the surety. So how it is? If the creditor and the principal debtor may enter into a contract whereby the latter means who? The principal debtor is to be released. Principal debtor the consequence would be release of the surety. So surety in the automatically he can release. So for example, C employs P at one place on S. standing the surety for P. P ക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് എസിനെ surety ആയിട്ട് guarantor ആയിട്ട് നിർത്തിയിട്ട് C employing one person P on yes ന്റെ മേലെ എന്തിന് ഒരു surety ക്ക് വേണ്ടി. So P ക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് surety ആയിട്ട്. Then such an employment is terminated so that C employs P afresh at a different place, taking a security bond from another person. So yes is no more, nothing to be there in the picture. So if the creditor does or omits to do an act whereby the principal debtor is released, then the surety is also discharged. For example, P contracts with the C for a fixed price to build a house for C within a stipulated time. ഒരു particular time period C ക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് എന്ത് വീട് പണിയാണ്. P contract with the C for a fixed price. Then C is supplying the necessary timber materials, timber items ആരെ പ്രൊവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്? C. S guarantees P's performance of the contract. S എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു? Guarantor ആയിട്ട് നിൽക്കുന്നു. C omits to supply the timber. Omits to supply എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ടിമ്പർ കൊടുക്കുന്നേ ഇല്ല. അപ്പൊ എന്ത്? S is also discharged because the principal debtor is to be released at the next moment. The surety is also to be released from doing the or discharging the thing. Or he will not be liable. Surety will not be liable if the principal debtor is to be in a released way. So that is the second case, isn't it? That is release of discharge of the principal debtor. That the principal debtor discharge ayal at the same moment surety also will be released. Then third is, one is variation in the terms of contract, two is release of discharge of the principal debtor, and three is what? It is the compounding with or giving time to the principal debtor. ഒന്നെങ്കിൽ add up ചെയ്യുക or എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു? Giving time to principal debtor. Principal debtor ക്ക് സമയം extend ചെയ്തു കൊടുക്കുന്നു. So section 135 of the act provides three situations where the surety may be discharged from liability. They are creditor making a composition with the principal debtor, or creditor gives time to the principal debtor, or promises not to sue the principal debtor. അപ്പോൾ creditor എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു? Making a composition with the principal debtor, ഒരു എഗ്രിമെന്റിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു എന്താ ഒരു സാവകാശം കൊടുക്കുന്നു, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ time is to be extended. Creditor gives time to the principal debtor or promises not to sue the principal debtor. If any one of these acts are done without the consent of the surety, the contract of guarantee may be discharged. ഈ കാര്യങ്ങള് surety-യുടെ സമ്മതത്തിന് അതീതമായിട്ട് ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ okay. Without his consent, then this also should be discharged. So compounding with or giving time to the principal debtor, extending the time. Okay, first case is by revocation of the contract through giving a proper notice or at the time of death. Second is by conduct of the creditor. Creditor's pravarti kondu. Appo adinathe eda variation in the terms of the contract or releasing of the surety at the same time the discharge liability should be discharging the liability of the principal debtor. Second point. Third point, compounding with or giving or extending the time given to the principal debtor. Then fourth is the creditor's act or omission impairing surety's eventual remedy. So what is that? A creditor's act, pravarti, creditor's oru pravarti kondo, or omission, omit, omit, agree cheyadirikkuka, kalayuka. Okay, omission impairing the surety's eventual remedy. So a surety is discharged if a creditor does any act which is inconsistent with the rights of the surety or omits to do any act which his duty to the surety requires him to do. Surety ചെയ്യാൻ തുനിഞ്ഞ എന്തോ ഒരു വർക്ക് ക്രെഡിറ്റർ ഇടപെട്ട് അത് കളയുക, ഒമിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുകയാണെങ്കിൽ, അല്ലെങ്കിലോ does any act inconsistent with the rights of the surety, surety-യുടെ റൈറ്റിന് വിപരീതമായിട്ട് inconsistency ആയിട്ട് creditor doing some act pravarti cheyidal and the eventual remedy of the surety himself against the principal debtor is thereby impaired. Section 139. For example, A puts M as apprentice to B and gives a guarantee to B for M's fidelity. So A promises on his part that he will at least once a month see M to make to the cash. B omits to see M as promised and M embezzles. A is not liable to B on such a guarantee. So how is it? So how it is to be? A puts M as apprentice to B and gives a guarantee to B for M's fidelity. How? A puts M as an apprentice to B, a helping hand for B, and gives a guarantee to B for M's fidelity purpose. Then, in such a case, B promises on his part that he will at least once in a month see M to make up the cash. That make good the loss. Cash കൊടുത്തോളാം എന്ന് B agree ചെയ്തു. Then B omits to see M. Agree ചെയ്തിരുന്നു, promised that at once in a while B is going to visit M to make the cash, make up the cash. ആ amount കൊടുത്തോളാം. But B omits to see M as promised and M embezzles, and in such a case A is not liable to B on his guarantee. ഇവിടെ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത് A puts M as apprentice to B. B ക്ക് പകരമായിട്ട് A puts M, okay, as apprentice to B and gives a guarantee to B for M's fidelity purpose. Fidelity, അതായത് അവരുടെ properties നോക്കാനും അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയുള്ള ഇതിനു വേണ്ടി as for B puts M as an apprentice. Then B promises on his part that at least once in a month he will see M to make up the cash. Cash കൊടുത്തുകൊള്ളാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അതിന്റെ എന്താണ് do that act അത് ചെയ്തുകൊള്ളാം എന്ന് എഗ്രി ചെയ്തിരുന്നു. അപ്പം ഇവിടെ B ആരാണ്? Creditors Act. Oh, okay. Then B omits to see M as promised. B is being omit, ignoring to see, or maybe purposely that one. B omits to see M as promised and M embezzles in that way. Therefore, A is not liable to B. ആ ഗ്യാരണ്ടിയില് A B യെ കുറ്റപ്പെടുത്താൻ പാടില്ല. കാര്യം എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ്? Because due to the act of the creditor or omission in impairing surety's eventual remedy is there. So a surety is discharged if a creditor does any act എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു പ്രവൃത്തി that is inconsistent with the rights of the surety or omits to do any act with his duty the surety requires him to do, then the eventual remedy, the final remedy will be surety himself against the principal debtor, thereby being impaired. So that is the creditor's act or omission impairing surety's eventual remedy. And third is the loss of security. നഷ്ടം ഉണ്ടാകുന്നു. Okay. Loss of security. If the creditor loses the securities deposited with him by the principal debtor or parts with it without the consent of the surety is discharged to the extent of the security lost. അതായത് എന്ത് സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ആണോ വെച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത് അത് അവിടെ നഷ്ടപ്പെടുന്നു. അതാണ് loss of the security. So these are the what are the discharge of surety by the conduct of the creditor. Creditorയുടെ പ്രവൃത്തി കൊണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ എന്തൊക്കെ? Variation in the terms of the contract, release of the discharge of the principal debtor, then in such a case the surety's liability also should be released. Then compounding with or giving time, extending time to the principal debtor, and creditors act or omission impairing surety's eventual remedy, and finally loss of security. അതായത് നഷ്ടപ്പെടുക സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ആയിട്ട്, അതായത് ഹൈപ്പോത്തിക്കേഷൻ കൊടുത്തിരിക്കുന്ന എമൗണ്ട് എത്രയാണോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഐറ്റം എന്താണോ അത് നഷ്ടപ്പെടുന്നതിന് വരെ ഇത് ഉണ്ടാകുന്നു. So that is by the conduct of the creditor and discharge of surety by the invalidation of the contract. കോൺട്രാക്റ്റിന്റെ validation, changing, okay, invalidation. അതായത് that is the third point by the discharge of surety by invalidation of the contract. Invalidation of the contract through fraud, concealment, etc. If a guarantee has been obtained by a fraud or concealment of the material facts, the guarantee would become invalid and the surety will be discharged. Concealment of the material facts. അതിനകത്ത് പറയേണ്ട terms and conditions പറയേണ്ടത് വെളിപ്പെടുത്താതിരിക്കുന്ന കേസ് അല്ലെ ഫ്രോഡുലന്റ് ആക്ടിവിറ്റി നടന്നു അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഇൻവാലിഡേഷൻ ഓഫ് ദ കോൺട്രാക്ട് മീൻസ് നോട്ട് ക്ലിയർ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എന്താ validation is not there, it is not a valid one, adana due to fraud and concealment. And another one is, so one is due to fraud and concealment. Then B point, what is that? Lack of essential elements of a valid contract. Lack of essential elements of a valid contract. So that is the discharge of surety by the invalidation of a contract. Means validating the contract means what? Changing the terms or concealing the material facts, not revealing. വെളിപ്പെടുത്താതിരിക്കുക അല്ലെങ്കിൽ fraudulent activity. Anything is there. Fraudulent activity also there. Then concealment of the material facts also there. Such a case by invalidation of the contract and lack of essential elements of a valid contract. അതായത് ഒരു കോൺട്രാക്റ്റിന് വേണ്ട എലമെന്റ്സ് എന്തെല്ലാമാണോ അത് ഇല്ലാതെ അതിനകത്ത് ഇല്ലാതിരിക്കുക. So that is the case with regard to, so this is the, what is that? Discharge of a rights of the surety. So discharge by revocation, revocation through the notice or death, then discharge by the conduct of the creditor, and discharge by the invalidation of the contract through fraud, concealment, like that, and lack of essential elements of a valid contract. So with that, we are coming to the close of second module, where what all are there? The contracts of guarantee, its essentials, contracts of indemnity, its essentials. Then what are the differences between a contract of guarantee and an indemnity, and also types of guarantee, and who are the parties with regard to the guarantee, where the surety and he is having, there are some rights also, rights by the surety against the creditor, against the principal debtor, and also who is that? Against a co-sureties, two or more sureties that are guaranteed for a debt, that is the co-surety. In the case pinne discharge of for the rights derived by the rights of the surety, like by revocation of the contractual terms through the notice or the death, then by contact of the creditor, isn't it? By loss of security, then by act or omission, creditor's act or omission impairing the surety's eventual remedy also. And finally, some remedies should be eventually calculated or implemented, and compounding with or extending time to the principal debtor, release or discharge of the principal debtor, and also variation in the terms of the contract. Variation in the terms of the contract, then release or discharge of the principal debtor, extending time to the principal debtor, and also creditor's acts of omission impairing the surety's eventual remedy, and also discharge of the surety by the invalidation of the contractor through the fraud or concealment of the material facts, and essential elements of a valid contract is to be absent in such a thing. Absent or lack of essential elements of a valid contract. So with that, we are coming to the end of the second module. Please have a look at today's class, and please write lecture notes also, and please clear the doubts as well. Thank you for